just want to emphasize the excitement that we have at Carleton University and the Sprott School of Business for this partnership. I think it provides a really unique experience for students that will prepare you for the job market afterwards and for career success. And I wonder if I might just spend a few moments telling you a little bit about our institution, about the program here at Sprott, and a reason why you might want to choose this particular partnership, this particular experience for your career aspirations. And so a little bit about Carleton and where we're located. So for those of you who don't know, we are actually physically in Canada's capital of Ottawa, and Ottawa is a city of 1.4 million people. So it's a significant size by Canadian standards, although perhaps a little bit less so for India. But where are we located? We are about 2 hours from Montreal and about 3.5 hours from Toronto, the two largest Canadian cities. But the other thing I want to draw your attention to, just how well located we are here in North America to major centers like New York and Boston. There are direct flights from Ottawa to New York and Ottawa to Chicago. So it is although it's maybe a city that is not at the top of your list of top of mind places, it is a very well located city. More than that though, what's great about Ottawa, we are home to Canada's federal government, which means that we have top tier talent from around the world, from across the country. And in addition to that, it is a very globally minded city. So you may have been places in your travels that haven't felt like a very global city. Ottawa is very much oriented toward the world. We're also a very safe, very pleasant place to be. So if you're going to spend a year or more of your life somewhere, Ottawa is really a fantastic place to experience that. But you're probably wondering, okay, but from a career standpoint, why would Ottawa be a good place to do my studies, to do an internship, and possibly to work after graduation? And I want to speak a little bit to that point. We're not just Canada's capital city, we are also a high-tech hub. And for a program that involves developing skills in data and business analytics and then management skills, it really is an ideal place to kick off your career and maybe even to make a home for much longer than that. And in particular, there is a part of Ottawa called Canada North, which is Canada's largest technology park. And it's also a leading global hub for research and development. So there are companies all across Canada North, from very promising startups with seed and venture capital to some leading global giants. And you can see just in the slide here some of the companies that have chosen to make a significant presence or possibly even their global headquarters here in Ottawa. A company that's not listed here is Shopify, which has its headquarters in downtown Ottawa and is a leading e-commerce player globally. Many of you, if you've set up a website with an e-commerce solution, may have dealt with Shopify, and we're very fortunate to have them as a key part of the technological infrastructure here in Ottawa. The important thing, though, from your perspective, is that Carleton, our university, is a key player via an ecosystem that we call Hub 350. And we're opening up purpose-built innovation space in Canada. We're developing deep relationships with the Business Association, but also with individual technology firms. And that is a genuine, quite organic relationship that we're building with them. It's not something that we're forcing on anyone. And I think it's creating some very, very exciting opportunities, not just for us as a school, but for you. And let me tell you a little bit about Carleton University itself. So here is our campus, just to give you an idea of where we're located. You can see the city center behind the university. This is our campus, and it's on several acres of parkland right along the Rideau Canal, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. But in addition to that, very well located with respect to the city center, to government, and to business in the city. And across the river, you can actually see the city of Gatineau, which is part of the same census metropolitan area on the French side of Canadians' language divide. So it's really a very exciting city to be in, and we're delighted to be located here. But a little bit more about the university. We are a research and teaching institution, a very high-profile, internationally oriented university. We have more than 160,000 alumni throughout the year, and we are a full-service university with programs in 5 different faculties and a student population of 32,000 students. So it really is a community, a scholarly community, but also a community of fellow learners from around the world. When you come here, you won't be alone in terms of being people from somewhere else coming together in a part of the world that welcomes you to learn and to build your skills and to get ready for your career. The Sprott School of Business, as I was mentioning before, is one of the key academic units of Carleton University, and we're very pleased to be moving in next week, in fact, to our brand new building in the heart of campus. So this is the Nickel building. It is a facility that is, as I say, opening up in August of 2021, which means that when you join us, you will be benefiting from the latest spaces, the latest technology, brand new physical facilities designed specifically for the learners of the 21st century. What's really interesting about the Sprott School of Business is not only that we're world-class and internationally accredited through AACSB and NIBS, but our dedication to student experience. There are a lot of universities that will tell you that they care about students, but we're very well known in a very authentic way as a school that gives very careful thought to making sure that students have a good experience, that we worry about your success. We know that we exist for you. Part of that is delivering a very good educational experience. We have award-winning professors that bring the latest knowledge to the classroom. And as I was mentioning before, our student body, maybe even more than other parts of campus, is truly global. And we're very excited about the prospect of welcoming you to that community. Some very intriguing things that are happening at Sprott, in part because of that new physical facility. We have a student consulting group that you can join to gain opportunities to engage with a wide variety of clients. We have a human behavior lab where we do research in conjunction with firms on understanding consumer decision-making and behavior. The Innovation Hub, which is really, really foundational to our relationship with the business sector, will open up on the very first floor of our building, which gives you an opportunity to connect with entrepreneurs and to have an opportunity to learn, if you haven't already had a chance to be an entrepreneur, to learn that skill. And if you have had a chance to be an entrepreneur, to connect with some people that are like-minded spirits that can create some remarkable opportunities for you. In addition to the Innovation Hub, we also have a business accelerator on campus. And again, that's housed within the School of Business, and that has a long-standing relationship with many technology firms in Ottawa. A bit about our MBA program. What makes it special? Well, first of all, let me say it is a true full MBA program. You'll be graduating with an MBA degree. This is not a specially designed program with an asterisk or a caveat. It is a full MBA program, and you will graduate with full distinction from Sprott. We are, as a school, as a program, recognized in the global top 40 for our commitment to sustainability and responsible management. And I think that's becoming an increasingly important consideration as firms decide who to hire, as they look for what kinds of skills their employees should have. So we have an integrative curriculum, which is designed to prepare you to be a change leader and to make real impact within your organization and in the world. So our curriculum is designed, first of all, to give you domain-specific expertise in all those areas that you would expect. So things like accounting, finance, operations, management, marketing, and so on. But more than that, we have a philosophy of making sure that you gain critical thinking and problem-solving skills. And more about that in just a minute. We also want to make sure that you leave our program with a deep understanding of the connections between strategy, global awareness, sustainability, responsible leadership, and entrepreneurship. And I know India has a very strong entrepreneurial culture. Many of the students that we've already welcomed into our MBA program from India via other means, we've been very impressed by their ability to bring the entrepreneurial mindset. And what delights us in particular about the INSOFE relationship is the very strong skills that you'll be bringing to the equation when you join our MBA from the data analytics program at INSOFE. Our MBA is committed to being a real world experience as well. So, there are a lot of degrees that are ivory tower, removed from the world, perhaps overly theoretical. We have a program that is 16 months in total. So you'll begin those first 4 months at INSOFE and then finish with 12 months here at Carleton. And we incorporate case studies, field projects, project-based learning throughout the program, because we know that at the end of the day, the goal is to prepare you to be a manager, mid or higher level manager within an organization, or to start your own business. And it's the real world you'll be dealing with. So we have a program designed to prepare you for that. And a key component of that is the internship. It is available to all students, mandatory for all students who don't have at least experience, but it is our expectation that all of you will be interested in doing the internship. And there are several reasons for that. Not least of which is the fact that work experience from the internship gives you credentials on your vita, on your resume, that position you well for the job market. But in addition to that, it allows you to acculturate to the North American work environment. It allows you to build relationships with companies that position you well post-graduation. And we have found it an incredibly valuable tool and a key competitive advantage for our students as they graduate. I don't want to go into too much detail about the program, other than to say, here's how it functions in basic terms. So you'll be at INSOFE for the first 4 months, building your skill sets in data and business analytics. And again, we wouldn't be partnering with INSOFE if we weren't completely confident in the outstanding quality of the educational experience you'll get there. We, in fact, have several concentrations for students who join us in September, including business analytics. But we couldn't be more delighted to have this relationship with INSOFE, because I think for students who want to start in India, or for students who are particularly interested in the unique skills that they gain through the INSOFE expertise, it's a great place to start your program. You will then join the MBA program in January. It is 2 separate application processes because of the regulations here at Carleton, but rest assured that as you apply through the process, you'll be able to get decisions on your applications in relatively short order. So you can begin with confidence. But you'll begin with us in January here at Ottawa Winter. And the structure of the program is designed around what we call 3 academic terms. So you'll begin in the winter term in January with core courses, including our integrative foundation that blends international business, business ethics, and foundations of strategy. Then you move into the integrative experience. That's our term for the MBA internship. And actually, we have 3 different flavors of the internship. We're very excited because it gives you the choice of what kind of experience you want. There are traditional internships where there's a work placement with a firm. However, because we have this innovation hub and the relationship with entrepreneurs here in Ottawa, there's an opportunity as well to work through the innovation hub to have an entrepreneurial experience, to work either with a startup or to start your own business with mentoring from a local entrepreneur. Alternatively, you can be part of a consulting experience run through our Sprott student consulting group. So the decision is up to you. It really depends on your career priorities and where you think you need to build the skills. And academic term, which ends with an integrative capstone, a final strategy course that weaves everything together in your program, some additional core courses, and some elective courses that give you some choice. And then you springboard into the opportunity to work, if you wish, here in Canada by applying for a post-graduation work permit. And for many of our students, that's a key part of the value proposition. Whether you plan on going back to India, staying in Canada, or becoming a global citizen, gaining work experience here in Canada, in North America, is a great resume builder. And for those of you who might have some aspirations of relocating on a semi-permanent or permanent basis to Canada, that can provide an important first step to that process. In terms of specific courses, you can see here, again, the basics of business are all there, but we give very careful thought to making sure that we also incorporate integrative thinking, critical thinking, which I think all businesses, all organizations are looking for. And beyond that as well, we make sure that you gain practical experience, not just in the internship, but also in your coursework. In terms of the job market here, there's a lot of demand for talent in Canada, provided that a student brings skills and has credentials and can function effectively in North America. And I think that's one of the things that this partnership will bring. The skills come from the data analytics, from the leadership, the management, the business skills that you gain through the partnership, through the MBA program. The credential is the MBA from a recognized Canadian university. And finally, the opportunity to connect with firms, to experience the internship, to have had the opportunity to engage with business means that you graduate with the skills that you need, the people skills that you need to work effectively here in North America. There are a lot of job opportunities in areas like artificial intelligence, data engineering, data science, data analysis. That's where the opportunities are. So the Canadian job market is strong and improving, but particularly in those high-skilled areas. And that's why, again, we are very excited to be able to deliver this, not just for our purposes, but because we look forward to your success upon graduation. In terms of placement as a Sprott MBA student, you'll benefit from comprehensive career skills training, workshops, career advising, support for the internship placement, many networking events and opportunities, and access, as I was mentioning before, to Carleton's Innovation Hub and to our Business Accelerator. And so just in terms of admissions, I think that's probably been communicated to you before. I don't want to get into too many details other than the basics of what we look for: a 4-year bachelor's degree with a cumulative grade point average of at least a B based on all 4 years of study. We want professional references or academic references depending on how much work experience you have. A couple of things, just so we understand you a little bit better: a statement of intent, your professional resume, and importantly, a demonstration of English language proficiency. This is, generally speaking, just a perfunctory verification that your English skills are there. For most students, we don't anticipate any problems at all, but Carleton as a school has that regulation for all international students. So with that, I'm just going to stop sharing my screen now and thank you for your attention.